What's up, guys? So I got this new tripod from K&F Concept. I'm going to be getting back into photography and videography. I've taken a little break, but it's time to dust off the camera. But anyway, we're gonna unpack this. I do have a tripod already. It is, like an Amazon Basics. It does the job. It does everything pretty well. But I wanted to try this out and see how it is. So we're gonna do an unboxing today, and we are going to set it up. So out of the box, it comes in this nice little carrying bag. Inside the bag, it's wrapped in another plastic. And looking at the tripod from inside the plastic, I'm already impressed. I'm impressed because these legs are thick. So to give you an idea of how thick these legs are, this is my Amazon Basics tripod. It's done its job. I've had it for a few years. It works well. It still works, not broken, nothing wrong with it. But this one just looks like it has so much stability no matter where you put it. The legs are really thick. It does have the K&F Concept wording there, but just everything about it is just, like, it feels very solid. Like, this one's very light for traveling around. I mean, this one isn't heavy, but it's solid. Now it has a little ball on here to actually show you, so you can set it. Like, I don't even understand what everything on here is for. I've never had to read a manual for a tripod before, but I'll have to read the one for this one. Well, we're gonna stand it up. We're gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna grab my DSLR and set it up on this. So while I set it up, I do want to show you some things first before I even get the other camera here, because I was just wanted to open it to sit it on the floor. As you're opening these legs, these have like some little click thing here so that they lock into place. So in order to actually put this leg back up, let's see if I can do it with one hand. The leg won't move by itself. So it's kind of locked, right? So you'll actually have to press this thing somehow. I'm not even sure how it presses in. I have to figure that part out. But it basically does not go anywhere. As you're opening the legs, these things just click right into place. You can hear them clicking. And the bottom, if you notice, you don't hear anything. These have rubber feet on them, and they're thick. So I'm gonna set this thing all the way up and see what it's like. Let me figure out how to get these actually open some more too. So I actually figured out these legs here. So when it's pushed all the way in, this won't move at all. But if you move the leg in some, now you can move it so that you can move this leg wherever you want. That's pretty genius. So I like this already. Like, it's only been out of the box for a few minutes, but I already like it. This is about to replace the other one. Yeah, let's get the camera set on there and see what it does for weight. Okay, so this is my Canon T5i on the top of the tripod. So I've already connected it to the little mount, which was easy. As with any tripod, you take a little mount off. Most have a little lever that you just pull back and it pops off. This one, you just unscrew this little knob here, and then it actually releases the inside of this one to come up, and then you put it back. You can see it has a little ball inside. Now that little ball, you can unlock here. I'm gonna try to do this without dropping the camera a little bit. So once you drop the little knob, you can move it around freely. So depending on whatever angle that you're shooting, you can just move that ball around. We have a knob on the side to adjust these measurements here. You can see here, unloosen it and you just spin it. Everything is really quiet. Like there's no sound to any of this stuff. You can hear my AC from my house versus a sound from this thing. We'll lock that back up. We'll go ahead and see if we can raise this some. There we go. So we're gonna raise this all the way up. So without the legs raised, with them just at their bottom, their regular height, this is how tall the tripod is. I'm about 5'7". Let's see if you're gonna see my height here. And this is where it is to me. It's about almost to my chest. Now with the tripod all the way raised up, this is the height. I'm gonna put it side by side with the sliding door here, or actually I'll move it over so you can see how tall it is compared to where my TV is on this stand. So that's pretty crazy. All it needs is about a foot more, maybe 2 feet, to actually be up where the ceiling fan is. So that's how tall it is. Put that in perspective, I'll put myself next to it. There you go. Now I don't know what you would photograph that high, but that is pretty high. Like that's amazing. As you can see, like everywhere, like these things are just like, they're so thick. And I didn't even notice that I was holding this thing sideways with the DSLR on there as I was adjusting the legs, which is something I would never do with the other tripod because I'm always afraid, what if it falls down? But with this one, I didn't even think about it until I was getting the third leg down. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? But everything was just stable. These buttons, they do make sounds when you close them, which is good. I do like to hear the closing sound so I know that they're snapped. But it's really good. And then I'm gonna show you one more thing, which is pretty cool with this. In order to do that, I'm gonna let it down a little bit. I thought I was gonna slide right down, but it's actually pretty secure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slide it down while filming here. So there you go. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna unlock this camera just for a bit. I'll show you how this thing is done. As you can see, it slides open there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Get a little light. So as you can see, when it's closed, it's just in like that. But as you move it, it opens up, and then you can just slide this right out. Like that. And then you're done. But that's not what I want to show you. What I want to show you is this. So it comes with this in a package, which is good, especially if you're like me and a lot of your photography is done on the phone instead of with your actual camera. So this thing actually, when it comes in a package, it's like this. So I didn't actually know what it was, but once you open it, you definitely realize that it's for a phone. I'll try to get it in one hand here. And so on one end, it has a little thing there where you can screw it on. The other end's empty because you don't need that part. So I actually do not know how to put this thing in, but we are going to, oh, actually, because I left the part on the camera. Let me pull that off. Okay, I did forget to put this back on. This is the piece that goes, the little mount that goes on. And as you can see, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this is metal. It's not plastic. It's like a little it's like a little metal thing here, which is kind of crazy. Now, I don't know if you've used one of these before, but for me, I've never, the Amazon Basic is pretty much the only tripod I use. So I've never really had like a really like high grade professional one. So this is pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in. So it's in already like that. I don't know if you can lock it or anything. So once we put it in there, we're gonna lock it back up. Everything on the stand is some kind of metal, even the knobs. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, we put that one back on there. So now we're gonna grab the little phone stand here. And then we're gonna put this one on. It'd probably be better to put it on while it's off, so then you can put it on any direction that you want, but we're gonna do it like that for now. Now, right now, it's only in the, is that horizontal sideways position? That's which way your phone would be. It does extend. I don't know if it extends enough to hold like, my phone's a S23 Ultra. I don't know if it gets that, yeah, it doesn't get that high. But for a smaller phone, maybe you could do a vertical position. But for everything else, it's gonna be just that horizontal position there. So if you're filming for YouTube maybe or something like that, it'll work fine. Instagram video, you're gonna need another attachment to put in there. But they should be easy just to screw around this little thing here. But overall, I like this thing. I haven't read the manual yet to see exactly what the little numbers are for. But overall, it is a really nice tripod. Everything is really well built, well made. You see you can push these down because it's in an out position. But they're not gonna go outward. They can only go inward. That's it. Looks really good. I think the only thing that's missing from this is maybe like a handle to carry it around, but I guess you're in the travel bag anyway, so you might not need it. But if I could add anything extra to it, it would be just a handle. And maybe a little meter to tell you if it's actually balanced, because I feel like when I put this back, I didn't put it straight. So I feel like right now it's a little unbalanced. And it's gonna be hard to do it with one hand, but pretty sure it's not straight up. But yeah, this is it. This is the K&F Concept. This is a F263A4 model. Let me know what you think about it. And sorry about my house. I just moved in. It's a little messy. But that's it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.